Good morning, students. Now we are going to see the lesson dual nature of radiation and matter. You know, wave means it has frequency, wavelength, velocity, amplitude, intensity, then that occupies large region of space. But particle means what you will think? It has mass, velocity, momentum, energy. It is very small, then that occupy very less space. Now, the classical physics side, they are treated as particles and waves are different. But in the quantum theory suggested the dual character of radiations. That is, the radiation behaves sometimes a wave, sometimes it is behave that is act as a particle. Now, de Broglie wave. The next heading is de Broglie wave. The wave particle duality of radiation was extended to matter by de Broglie in which year 1924. Here the light acts as a particles. Same way the electron acts as a wave. Light means immediately what you will think, it is a wave. But this acts as a particle. Same way electrons means it is a particle, you know. But it acts as a waves also. So with the help of the matter waves, that is the de Broglie. This is a picture for de Broglie. The electron, the particles, electron, proton, neutron, that all are moving associated with waves. This is called de Broglie waves, or that is called matter waves. Now, you are going to calculate the wavelength of de Broglie waves. You know, Einstein photo energy, that means E value, photons energy is calculated with the help of E equal to h mu. This is Einstein mass energy equivalence, E value equal to mc square. The left hand side value is equal means right hand side value also equal. So h mu value is equal to mc square. You know mu value equal to C value equal to mu lambda. From this mu value equal to C divided by lambda. Substitute the value of mu in this equation side. So C and this side C value cancel. So the remaining h by lambda value is equal to m multiplied by C. Now lambda value is equal to h divided by m into C. Now you are assuming the velocity of the particle is equal to velocity of light means this C is replaced by V. So lambda value equal to h divided by m into V. You know that momentum P value equal to mass into velocity. So replace this m into V by the momentum P. So the de Broglie wavelength is lambda equal to h by P, or momentum value equal to h divided by lambda. So which is an unknown one in the problem side. So rearrange the formula. Now the formula side, that means the problem side, lambda value is not given. You want to calculate the value of momentum. Frequency value is given. So use the formula lambda value is equal, that means C value equal to mu lambda. From this lambda value equal to C divided by mu. Substitute here, then you will get the answer h mu divided by C. So with the help of what is given in the problem side, what is the known one here? Lambda value equal to use h by mv, or lambda value de Broglie wavelength value equal to h by p. Now h is a Planck's constant. That value is equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. Okay. Now I am taking the momentum value equal to, for example, the momentum value equal to 2 Armstrong unit. Calculate the value of de Broglie wavelength lambda value equal to what? This is possible for the choose the correct answer side. So 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 divided by 2 into 10 power minus 10. Then the answer is equal to, when you are cancelling means 3.313 into 10 power minus 24 joule second. So like this way, what is given, you choose the formula h by mv or h divided by p. Now, how to calculate the de Broglie wavelength of electrons? You know, m is the mass of the electron and v is the potential difference. You know the formula for kinetic energy equal to 1 by 2 mv square. This is the formula connecting kinetic energy and the potential difference. 1 by 2 mv square value is equal to E multiplied by capital V. This V is a potential difference. Okay. Now I am calculating, I am keeping the velocity one side, V square one side. V square value equal to 2ev divided by m. V means inside the square root, 2ev divided by m. So when I am substituting the value, lambda value is equal to h by v. Substitute the value of v in this equation side, then lambda equal to h divided by m into square root of 2ev divided by m. So lambda value is equal to h divided by this m I am writing root m multiplied by root m. That multiplied by 2ev divided by m. So this root m will cancel, means you will get lambda value equal to h divided by square root of 2mev. With the help of this, easily you will calculate the value of lambda equal to. So you know the value of h, because h is a Planck's constant. That value is equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34. E is a charge of the electron, 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. M is a mass of the electron, 9.11 into 10 power minus 31 kg. Only this V is a unknown one. So remaining all the terms you are simplifying, means the answer is 12.27 multiplied by 10 power minus 10 divided by square root of V. So now the potential difference value is given, means easily you can calculate the value of lambda. The de Broglie wavelength of the electrons value is equal to what? Easily you will calculate. For example, I am taking the V value, the potential difference value is equal to 100 volt. Substitute the value. So lambda value equal to 12.27 into 10 power minus 10 divided by square root of 100. Square root of 100 means the answer is equal to 10. So when I am simplifying, means I will get lambda value equal to 1.227 Armstrong unit. This 10 power minus 10 I am writing in terms of Armstrong unit, because 1 Armstrong unit is equal to 10 power minus 10 meter. Okay. Now the next one is lambda value equal to 12.27 divided by square root of V. So they will give the value of V, means easily you will calculate. V is what? Potential difference, means easily you can calculate the value of lambda. De Broglie wavelength of electrons is equal to, easily you will calculate. Now the next one is Davison-Jemmer experiment. This de Broglie hypothesis of matter waves were experimentally it is verified. Experimentally verified by whom? This Davison and Jemmer. So this is Davison and Jemmer experiment. Which year? In 1927. So in this experiment side, the electron beams are diffracted. Where it is with the help of which one? They are taking a crystal. So the dielectron beam or falls on the crystal surface, means it is diffracted. So this crystal that falls on the crystal side, means it is diffracted. With the help of the deviation line, they are calculating the intensity. So this is the arrangement, Davison-Jemmer experiment. This is the experimental arrangement. You see here, this F is a filament. The filament is connected to the low tension battery. So when due to the thermionic emission, the filament is heated. If the filament is heated, means the electrons are emitted from the filament. Okay, now see the aluminium cylinder is a anode. This anode and cathode is connected to the battery. The filament that emits electrons, the emitted electrons pass through the aluminium diaphragms. Okay, the emitted electrons falls on the crystal, that is a nickel crystal. So the atoms in the nickel, so nickel atoms are diffracting the electrons. So the electrons are diffracted. The diffracted electrons are received by this electron detector. Okay, so this electron detector is rotating or moving in between the incident ray and the diffracted ray. You see, so the electron detector is rotating in between. The angle is represented by pi, and the intensity is represented by, intensity of the diffracted ray is represented by theta. Okay, now this is the experimental arrange for Davison and Gemmer arrangement. Now the next one, you are going to draw the graph. Graph in between intensity of diffracted beam and the angle theta. Variation of intensity of electron beam with a different angle. You see, now I am taking the voltage value is equal to 54 volt. Where you are getting the maximum value, the maximum theta value is equal to 50 degree. Here you are getting the greater value, maximum value. Okay, now the voltage potential difference value is equal to 54 volt is given. So what is the wavelength? How they are calculating the value of wavelength? You know the formula, 12.27 Armstrong unit divided by V. So 12.27 Armstrong unit. So 10 power minus 10 divided by 54. You are simplifying, this means the wavelength is calculated 1.67 Armstrong unit. A small problem now. Calculate the value of momentum and the de Broglie wavelength in the following cases. Three values are given. So 3 times you want to calculate the value of momentum and the de Broglie wavelength. And electrons of kinetic energy value is given 2 electron volt. The second one, 50 gram mass value is given and the speed value is given. And the last one, mass value is given and the next one and velocity value is given. So you are calculating the value of momentum. So you know the formula, lambda value equal to h by p. And the next one, mass and velocity value is given, means lambda value equal to h divided by mass into velocity. So you are calculating the value of momentum and the de Broglie wavelength. You see the first case. In the first case side, momentum value is equal to square root of 2mk. What is this k? K is a kinetic energy. K value is given in that side. So what is given? 2. Mass value is given 9.1 into 10 power. That is a constant value. 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. And the energy value is given 2 electron volt. So 2 electron volt you are converting into joule because the unit of energy is joule. So 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So when you are multiplying 2 into 2, the answer is equal to 4. 4 multiplied by 9.1, the answer is equal to 36.4 multiplied by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. You see the power minus is 31. Here minus 19. So you will get 10 power minus 50. When you are simplifying, these two multiplying means 55.24 into 10 power minus 15. When you are simplifying means 7.63 into 10 power minus 25 kg ms power minus 1. This is the unit of momentum. The second step, you want to calculate the value of wavelength is equal to what? So lambda value equal to h divided by p. H is a constant value 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 and p value is calculated in the previous step. When you are substituting means the answer is equal to 0.868 into 10 power minus 9 meter. The second case side, you want to calculate the answer, momentum equal to what is given? Mass into velocity is given. Mass value in terms of gram it is given, that is 50 gram. When you want to convert into kg means that value multiplied by 10 power minus 3 multiplied by the velocity value is given 200 ms power minus 1. These two are multiplying means you will get 10 kg ms power minus 1. Then second step, you want to calculate the value of wavelength is equal to what? How you will calculate? The momentum value is a known one, means the formula is h divided by p. H is a known one, momentum value is now 10. So divided means the answer is equal to, only I am reducing the power, 10 power minus 33 meter. So 6.626 into 10 power minus 33 meter. Then third step, you want to calculate the value of momentum, because mass and velocity value is given, m into v. M value is 4000 is given and v value is 50. So 4000 multiplied by 50 means the answer is equal to 20 into, here 30, here 10. So totally 40, 10 power 4. So the answer is equal to 2 into 10 power 5 kg m s power minus 1. Then you want to calculate the de Broglie wavelength. Lambda value equal to h by p. So lambda h value is a known one and the lambda value is given to momentum value. What you are calculated is 2 into 10 power 5. Substitute the value, you will get the value of de Broglie wavelength. Lambda is equal to 3.313 into 10 power minus 39 meter. So with the help of the momentum value is known one or the mass and velocity value is given means, easily will calculate the value of de Broglie wavelength. So students, so this class you are prepared about de Broglie wavelength and how to calculate the wavelength of electrons and Davison and Jemmer experiment. Thank you students.